Buried food waste can become one of the most powerful plant growth accelerators in a garden, but only if it's fermented first. Fresh scraps dumped straight into soil usually rot, attract pests, and tie up nitrogen while microbes struggle to break them down. But when those same scraps are fermented through the Bokashi process, the biology changes completely. Instead of decomposition, the scraps undergo controlled microbial fermentation that preserves nutrients, creates organic acids, and produces microbial communities that jumpstart soil activity the moment they're buried. That difference is why, fermented scraps often trigger noticeably faster plant growth than traditional compost. What most compost systems hide from gardeners is how much nutrition is lost during decomposition. Standard compost piles work through aerobic decomposition. Microbes consume carbon and nitrogen while releasing large amounts of carbon dioxide and heat. That heat is useful for sanitation, but it also represents lost energy and nutrients. By the time compost finishes breaking down, a portion of the original plant nutrition has literally evaporated into the atmosphere. Bokashi works differently because the process is anaerobic fermentation rather than decomposition. Food scraps are layered with bran inoculated with beneficial microbes, typically lactic acid bacteria, yeast, and phototrophic organisms. These microbes ferment sugars and proteins instead of burning them off. Nutrients stay locked inside the material rather than being lost as gas. When that fermented material finally enters soil, the nutrients release rapidly because soil microbes can access them immediately. This is where fermentation speeds up plant growth compared to finished compost. Fermented Bokashi scraps do not look like compost when the process finishes. They still resemble the original material, but carry a strong, sweet, sour smell similar to pickles or fermented vegetables. That smell is a sign that lactic acid bacteria have dominated the environment. Those acids preserve nutrients and prevent putrefaction. When this fermented material is buried about 6 to 8 inches deep in soil, the transformation happens quickly. Soil microbes begin consuming the fermented scraps almost immediately because the fermentation process has already broken complex structures into simpler compounds. Instead of waiting months for decomposition, the soil biology finishes the job in about 2 weeks. During that time, microbial activity surges and, plants nearby often respond with faster leaf growth and stronger root development. A simple kitchen tool makes producing fermentation inputs much easier. Fermented systems work best when there is a steady supply of organic material, and that's where a reliable countertop composter becomes extremely useful. The Ouken 4-liter electric composter is particularly effective because it rapidly dries and grinds kitchen scraps while eliminating odors. The machine uses controlled heating and airflow to reduce scraps into a dry organic base that can be fermented or turned into nutrient-rich teas almost immediately. The reason this unit stands out is the combination of odor filtration, automatic mixing, and fast processing. Instead of storing wet scraps that begin rotting in a container, the material is stabilized within hours. That makes it far easier to manage fermentation batches without attracting flies or producing unpleasant smells indoors. A steady stream of processed scraps means Bokashi fermentation can happen continuously rather than waiting weeks for enough material to accumulate. The link for that composter is in the description. And if it's purchased through that link, a small commission comes back to support the experiments and testing that go into these videos. The real acceleration happens once fermented material enters the soil. After fermentation finishes, the material should never be left exposed on the soil surface. It must be buried so the soil biology can take over. In a typical raised bed, digging a trench about 8 inches deep along the center of the bed works well. The fermented scraps are placed into that trench and covered completely with soil. Within about 10 to 14 days, soil organisms begin converting the fermented mass into humus-like material. Because fermentation preserved most nutrients, the soil receives a concentrated boost of carbon compounds, amino acids, and microbial metabolites. Plants growing nearby often show noticeably darker foliage and stronger stem development during this period. In practical garden terms, this technique works extremely well between crop rotations. When one crop finishes, fermented material can be buried in that space and allowed to integrate for 2 weeks before planting again. By the time new seedlings go into the soil, microbial populations are already elevated. Raised beds are where this method often outperforms traditional compost. Raised beds tend to lose organic matter faster than in-ground soil because they drain well and warm quickly. Compost helps, but compost also breaks down slowly and sometimes fails to supply enough immediately available nutrition for heavy-feeding crops. Bokashi trenches act more like underground fermentation chambers that feed soil life quickly. In a 4 by 8 foot raised bed, one 5-litre bucket of fermented scraps buried along the centre line can supply enough microbial stimulation to benefit the entire bed. Tomatoes, peppers, squash and brassicas often respond particularly well because their roots aggressively explore the biologically active zone created by the trench. The key is spacing. Fermented scraps should not touch plant roots directly during the first few days because the acidity can temporarily stress young plants. Keeping the trench about 6 inches away from active roots solves that issue easily. The liquid byproduct is another powerful tool gardeners often ignore. Bokashi fermentation produces a liquid known as Bokashi tea. This liquid drains from the fermentation container and contains soluble nutrients, enzymes, and microbial byproducts. Used correctly, this liquid becomes a fast soil stimulant. Diluting it roughly 1 part tea to 100 parts water allows it to be applied as a soil drench around established plants. The effect is not the same as fertilizer. Instead, the tea feeds soil microbes, which then release nutrients from existing organic matter. Hydroponic growers should approach Bokashi tea cautiously. Introducing it directly into sterile hydroponic reservoirs can destabilize nutrient solutions. However, it can be extremely useful in systems that incorporate biofilters or media beds, where beneficial microbes are encouraged to colonize surfaces. One mistake gardeners make with Bokashi is expecting it to replace compost entirely. Fermented scraps are powerful, but they work best as a supplement to living soil systems rather than a complete replacement for compost. Compost provides stable humus and long-term soil structure, while Bokashi provides rapid microbial stimulation and nutrient release. Using both together produces the best results. Compost maintains the foundation of the soil ecosystem, and Bokashi injections act as periodic microbial boosts that keep biological activity high. Another mistake is burying too much fermented material in one spot. Extremely large quantities can temporarily overwhelm soil microbes and produce strong acidity. Spreading applications across multiple trenches avoids that problem and keeps the system balanced. The real reason plants often grow faster with this method. Fermentation changes organic waste into a form that microbes can digest rapidly. When soil microbes receive that type of food source, their populations multiply quickly. Higher microbial populations mean faster nutrient cycling, better root interactions, and improved soil structure. That biological cascade is what gardeners often interpret as plants growing twice as fast. The plants themselves are not magically accelerating. The soil ecosystem around them has become dramatically more active. Healthy soil biology does most of the work once it is properly fed. This is the kind of practical knowledge that changes how gardens perform. Fermentation-based soil inputs have been used for generations in natural farming systems because they work reliably and require very little equipment. When combined with tools that simplify organic waste processing, like the Ouken 4-litre electric composter, it becomes easy to maintain a steady supply of nutrient-rich material without odors or mess. For gardeners who want to push their soil performance further, learning how microbial systems actually function is far more valuable than constantly buying new fertilizers. If practical soil techniques like this are useful, subscribe to Hydro Haven and share this video with another gardener who wants stronger plants and healthier soil. The goal here is simple: better food, better soil, and gardening knowledge that actually produces results.